out by introducing ourselves, I guess. I'll start out. I'm Jerome Wolcott. I'm from Texas, the northern part. Um, my pursuits for doing school is to eventually become a biomedical engineer. If that's all that we're doing, I think.
Yeah.
Someone want to go next?
Sure, I guess. My name's Chris. I'm from Renton, Washington. It's near Seattle. And I'm starting to be a food scientist. So.
All right. Awesome.
I can go next.
All right.
Taylor James. I'm from Idaho Falls, Idaho. I am studying to be an exercise physiology major with pursuits to further go on to orthodontics.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah. And then I'm Jason, and I am studying exercise physiology, but I'm hoping to be able to become a LASIK eye surgeon at the end of it. So I'm also from Rexburg, Idaho.
Wow. That's awesome. Let's see. So do we want to get started on the example problems then? Or the extension problems?
Sure.
Yeah.
Does everybody understand what we're doing with the math that we're doing?
Let me see.
All right.
Oh, yeah. So I kind of pre-did the problems on a Word document. So I'm going to try to see if I can screen share it. See if you guys can see it.
That'd be awesome.
All right.
Could you guys see that?
Oh, yeah.
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 Let me see if I can adjust that so I can see you guys too.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
There we go.
All right. That's awesome.
Mhm. So I guess we want to run through number 1, I guess.
Yeah, we can.
Okay. So it says perform the following operations giving the following functions. F of x equals 3x plus 2, g of x equals the square root of x minus 4, and h of x equals 4 minus x squared.
Mm-hmm.
So the first of those operations was f of x plus h of x.
Yeah, and it makes sense.
Did anybody get anything different?
No.
No, that's what I got for the first one. I think the second one, though, you have hx, right? Gx minus hx. It's supposed to be fx, but other than that, everything else looks good.
Oh, did I mess that up?
Yeah, but it's fine because it's the same principle, essentially.
Yeah, same idea.
So,
And then the third one was g of x of f. Pretty self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then finally f of x of g of h.
Yeah.
Any questions?
No. Makes sense.
I think these top ones are fairly self-explanatory for me anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Question 2.
I might have messed this up, actually. Actually, in fact, I know I did. Yeah, I did. Maybe I didn't. Let me check that.
I was also
And
looking at your problem. It's in the number 1, the h times g times fx, and I realized that you could simplify that down a little bit farther.
Yes.
3x plus 2 minus 4 squared. The square root and the squared cancel each other out, so then you can take your 2 minus your 4 So the answer should simplify down to about negative 3x plus 6.
For the f of x?
Well, no, it's in problem 1.
Uh-huh.
It's h times g times f times x.
Oh, yeah.
If you look at it squared, and that square root will cancel each other out.
Something about like that, then.
And then you can solve it down a little bit farther, where you go that 3x plus 2 minus 4. That simplified to 4. The whole equation would be 4 minus 3x minus 2. And then you'd take that 4 and 2, and you'd add the 2 to it, so it'd be negative 3x plus 6.
Oh. There we go.
Perfect. Sorry, I was just looking at them and going through it just to
No, that's good.
help myself out. So.
Yeah, it's good. Double checking.
Wait a minute.
On problem 2, do you guys mind running through how we would do that one on the second question, you could say?
Oh, the second part?
Yeah, the second part.
Well, now I just took the original problem f of x, and wherever you see an x, I replace that with x of h plus h.
Okay, so you, all right.
Right there too, and then subtracted f of x divided by h. That's as far as I am. Right now.
Okay.
So I just worked out the second part on number 2. But do y'all get it? Or do you need explanation? Or?
Yeah, can I get a little bit of an explanation?
Yeah, so when you have, let's see, let's start from the top. You have, or which part were you stuck at?
Just trying to, the first part actually, that 2 times x plus h squared, yeah.
Alright, so it's, you have a 2 on that side where, so you see the base problem, right? The f of x plus h minus f of x. So wherever you have an x, whether it's an x or an x squared, I'm pretty sure, you put an x plus h in parentheses and then whatever you have before or after.
Mm-hmm.
So like look at Chris's screen where it has 2 times x plus h squared. You would then expand that out to 2x squared plus 2h squared. And you'd expand everything out to where you have 3x plus 3h and then plus 4. And then you take that really long, the really long problem that you have created, and you simplify it by subtracting the 2x squared minus 3x plus 4 from 2x minus 3x plus 4. And I was trying to small problem that I had. This plus. I think that makes sense, yeah. Alright, yeah. So all of the x's eventually cancel, is what it gets down to.
Oh my gosh.
Gotcha. It's actually not as hard as I was thinking.
Yeah. So you have that really long problem and you simplify it to where the 2x squared cancels out, the 3x cancels out, and the 4's cancel out. Where you're left with the h's, and then you just simplify from there.
Oh.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see if I got the correct answer or not.
Alright. Yep.
Oh yeah, I see that. That's gone. That's gone. That's gone. That's gone. Oh.
And then the extra 4 that you have on the end is gone as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Where'd you get the plus 4hx?
I think I was trying to factor out that first section a little bit, that 2 plus, but I don't know if that was the smartest idea.
And then with the positive 3h, I don't think you pulled over the negative sign.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was like, did I pull over that negative or not? That's what I was thinking. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
The 4hx though.
Where'd you get that from?
Don't know.
You might have squared the 2.
Probably I squared the 2 and then tried to combine these two. If you expanded it.
Do you know the PEMDAS by chance?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he used that.
Ew.
Then the exponents go to the x and the h first, and then you multiply 2 times x, and then 2 times h. So then you'll have two different, yeah.
2x. Oh, okay. That should be.
So if you just take away
squared plus 2h squared. Okay, yeah, I was thinking about it differently.
Here's a question, real quick. How are you doing this little squared when you're on Microsoft Word?
Oh, so can you see my cursor?
Yeah, I can see that.
Right there.
Ah, sweet. That's a lot easier. Okay, perfect. Oh, simple as that.
Yeah.
Oops. Okay, so we should be able to combine like terms, should we not?
Yeah, so with the 2h squared, you only have one 2h squared. And then the 2x squared already canceled out with the other one.
Oh, but I messed up. That's why I didn't realize that. Okay.
So, yeah.
I think you write out the 2h plus 2h squared plus 2x squared, and then you just add on that extra equation of negative 2x squared. It'd be plus 3x minus 4. Then you'll be able to cancel all your like terms, and it'll make a little more sense for you.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Explain that again.
So because you're doing the first part of the equation right now, and so once you get that first part done, if you add on the basically that negative, you see the minus 2x squared minus 3x plus 4. If you add that on, then you'll be able to see where your variables are canceling out.
Okay.
So you got to multiply your negative through it.
Oh, right. So I'll make that a positive. Negative. There we go. Okay, then what do I do from here then?
So you still have your first part of your equation. It should be 2x squared plus 2h squared minus 2x squared plus 2h squared minus 3x plus 3h plus 4, I think. It's kind of hard to do it from where I'm looking, so.
Wait, would you throw the negative through? Yeah. There you go. You've got it. And then
Okay.
and then you can go below and
that and that are gone. And that are gone.
And your 4s are gone.
Oh yeah, that too.
yeah.
And that.
And then don't forget you have to divide your h through, which will make it 2h. Once you divide your h, you'll make it 2h
minus 3.
Oh yeah, 2h minus 3. Right. Yeah.
But for some reason, we're missing a 4x somewhere. Where did we miss that at? I just checked the answer. 4x plus 2h minus 3. So we got the other part, but we must have subtracted out of 4x.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I think you may have been right when you did that 2xh thing.
Yeah, I think it was.
I think you may have been right on that, because then once you divide the h, they would take out the h, right?
Yeah.
Because you'd have that 4xh, and then you divide it by h, which would take that out. And so that would leave you with your 4x. So I think you were correct when you first did that
Expansion.
Yeah, that expansion. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes
yeah.
sense. So you
Yeah.
do the 2 times x plus h, then you'd have 2xh, then you square it, so then it's 4xh. Correct?
Yeah, yeah. Two
I always
x.
get confused on that expansion. I don't, because how do you multiply the like terms to get xh? And that's one thing I've always struggled with.
Yeah, same here.
Because in my mind, I'd always have it like 4x squared h squared, but that wouldn't make sense, you know?
Oh, I know what it is. You have to expand it out to x plus h times x plus h, and then you got the 2 in front of one of them. So you factor it, or you
Let me
would
see.
expand it out. That would make sense.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oops. Oops. So that should be x plus h.
And then you put a 2 in front of the one over there.
Yeah. So that would be expanding the 2.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you expand it first?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it'd become minus.
Everything else should be the same, I believe. We just had to throw a 4xh in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 4x plus 2h minus 3
Minus
is the
3.
correct answer.
Okay. So do expand it then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sweet.
That just made my life more confusing.
Yep.
What time is it here?
Should be 9:42 in Idaho.
Yeah. I have a 45-minute drive to my next class.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Do we want to do number 3 real quick then?
Yeah, we can do number 3. I just have to leave here by 10. So,
Okay.
yep, we're good.
Guess I should have color coded those. Okay, let me color code these real quick. There we go. So I guess these are piecewise functions. They're simple in their own right. You just
Yeah,
graph
that to
the.
me is confusing.
I tried to understand the whole graphing part. I don't understand how you get the lines, essentially.
Yeah.
So
This looks like a football play.
Seriously, though.
Go down to the Hail Mary and
so we know that x plus 2 is a positive graph. So you take that x plus 2 idea, and then at x is less than negative 2, that's where you draw it. So this is the only section of that graph that's x less than negative, that has x's that are less than negative 2. And because it's not less than or equal to, you leave the circle open.
Okay.
And then for the second one, it's a parabola. So you want everything that has x greater than negative 2 or equal to it. So you draw the parabola up to that point and draw a solid circle, and then continue the graph. So the way my math teacher described it is it's kind of like a little rabbit that goes up out of the hole and then continues on. Little graph. So the same thing would be this: you graph these ones, but only keep the sections that are designated to the right of the graphs. Start there, and then that should be right there, actually. Or should it? No, that should be right there, actually. Should be right there. And that should be adjusted to go down. There we go. That's better.
So the x on part 1, x squared, and there's the x. Is that x squared times x?
No. That's x squared. That's just a simple parabola.
Oh, gotcha. There we go. I see it now.
And that's the
Then x
telling
is
you
less than
that.
or greater than -2. Gotcha.
So we want all the x's that are greater than or equal to -2. So it starts and it includes -2. That's why the dot is solid.
Yeah.
It keeps going.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Makes sense to me.
And then the same thing with this one, you graph each graph individually and only select the parts that these boundaries specify. Yeah.
Okay, so then on the second part, when you had to try to find the domain and range,
Oh, frick, I forgot to do that. Yeah, let's do that right now.
Even just like, because I've done most of the homework already,
Mm-hmm.
because I work this weekend, and so I don't have time after tomorrow. And so I don't know if you guys have done the homework at all yet, but you get like between the answers, you get like a little U shape. What's that U? That it's not necessarily a U, but it's
I believe, if I remember correctly, the U, there's a U and an upside down U.
yeah.
I think one stands for domain and one stands for range.
Gotcha.
But I'm not 1,000% sure on that.
Let's check that right now.
Yeah, because on the
Oops.
yeah, because they both have the upwards U, and then the bracket.
Oh, yeah. So
There's
I
one
think
like parenthesis, and then there's the bracket. And do you know what the bracket means?
the bracket means includes.
Oh, okay.
So this would be like the solid dot down here versus the open dot.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Makes so much more sense now.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing the homework and it didn't say anything about that. I got the problems correct. It's just had to go through the help a little bit.
Yeah, same.
But
Okay. I think you only need one actually for each. So actually, this should be easy. Between -1 and 3. And this one should be between. This is, oh wait. Do that again. X is less than -1. Oh, yeah, right. Let's make this negative infinity. -1. Oh, U there. Just kidding. -1 to. Actually, that should actually what it should be.
Yeah.
So wait, what are you trying to do? Was that for the first one or the second one?
That's for the second. I guess I should flip them around. I was color coding it, but that is for the second.
Alright.
Well, I'll change that right now. Make it more obvious.
Sorry, it made it a little more confusing for me.
No, that's totally understandable. Oops. Back to the blue color. Okay. No. There we go. And the range is all the possible Y values, which looks like, again, for this purple one. Oh, but it does not include -1. That's from negative infinity to -1. Skips a beat. -1 to infinity.
Mm-hmm.
And I think then for the blue one, let's see, the Y values could be anything. Yeah, so that's pretty self-explanatory. Done.
All right.
Perfect.
Looks good to me.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything else that we need to do? Let's see. Oh yeah, we need to check the answer key. Just a little bit out of order, that's fine. I claim that's, Oh, right. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep. And that's looking pretty similar. Oops.
The only difference I can see is on your range for the parabola one. It's a +2. It's a bracket +2, comma infinity for your range.
Yeah, look at that.
And then the other one up above it has a bracket 0, comma infinity. For the,
You're right. I was close, but not quite. It should be 2. Let's see if we can figure out why they're saying that.
yeah. I'm a little confused with the domain and range here, but hopefully I'll be able to figure it out shortly.
Okay, so this is what they're claiming. So for this one, oh, that's why.
I think you're
it stops at -1 and continues back at 0. They don't stop in the same place.
right. So
That's why.
I think what you're wanting is a closed circle on the 0, positive 2, because it shows that there's a bracket on the 0 for the domain. If you want a closed circle for that one.
Yeah, right.
I think that's where you were off.
That's probably where I was off. Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
I want there. I want to make that closed circle. There we go.
There you go.
And then for the range, for this one, that makes sense too, because it stops. How does it stop at -1? I know it picks back up at 2. Maybe I did mess it up.
Probably because. Oh, are we stopping, or did he accidentally leave?
He accidentally left.
All right. Oops.
You got to go too, though, don't you, Taylor? Is that what you're saying at 10?
Hello.
It may just be you left.
All right. Well, do you understand what we're doing here, Jason?
Yeah, I understand most of it. I think I just got to practice with the graphs a little bit more.
All right. Yeah.
And the domain and range and
Yeah.
how to get that. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, oh, Chris is back. Okay. Let's see if we're gonna wrap it up. I think it crashed for him.
I didn't crash. Did anybody else crash?
Nope.
It may have crashed on Taylor. He didn't say he was leaving, but he hasn't joined back in yet. So.
Oh, he said his internet went down.
Oh.
Any ideas? So the domains make perfect sense to me on both of these. That makes perfect sense.
Yep.
And the range for this one also makes perfect sense. It's just why this range on the purple one. So you go down from here, which is anywhere. It could be, it's down to infinity y. And it comes up, includes -1.
So the first graph doesn't include it, and then the second one does.
And then it does. Oh, right. So this, you're right. That's where I messed up. That's what, okay. Now I'm good.
Does that make sense? Okay, cool.
Confusion has been cleared up. Yes.
Sweet.
Okay. Is there anything else we need to talk about? Let's see.
I think that's it. Looking all right.
So it says, when you have completed the activities for Google Hangout number 1, the team leader will submit the video recording on iLearn by copying it into a Word document and uploading it to the Dropbox. Once you have completed the preparation activities, check your answers with that. Okay. So I think there's also, generally also there's a, if I'm not mistaken, that's something else. If I'm not mistaken, there's in fact a point system that's to be assigned.
Yeah, I read that back in lesson 1. I think it's like out of 5 points for each person in the group who participated or something like that.
Let's check that now. Content. Yeah, it was in week 1. Week 1, technology.
There we go. I'm back. I'm using my hotspot on my phone.
How to submit group participation points.
All right.
Okay, so attend the meeting on time and stay throughout the whole meeting, 10 points. Attended the meeting late or left the meeting early, 5 points, or did not attend the meeting at all. So I'm guessing that those points can go in the Word document. We can write, whoever's the team leader will do the Word document, put a link to this video in the Word document, and then write everybody's name and the points that they think is appropriate for the person.
All right.
Yep.
So I think
So-
I'm the team leader
Team
this time. So
Okay.
I'll go ahead and do that.
And I think Jason should give him the benefit of the doubt because the internet went out. So for me, I'll
Yep.
give him the 10 points.
Yeah, definitely.
Back as well.
Yep. That's true. All right.
Wait, Jason's in Rexburg, isn't he?
Well, I lived in Rexburg, but I'm down visiting my in-laws in New Mexico right now.
Oh.
Oh, gotcha. Because I was gonna say, never mind. I thought they said your internet went out too. I was like, holy cow.
That's what I thought it said. Okay.
All
So everybody
right.
gets a 10.
Yep. Sounds good.
Perfect. Well,
All right.
anything else we need to discuss?
I think we're good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take off. I've got to drive up to Rexburg now. So
Okay.
I'll see you guys on Thursday.
Yeah,
All
Thursday.
right.
Thursday. Okay, we'll see you guys.
See ya.
All right. We'll see you.